right, so I want to make sure that we're all in the right room today. You're here with me. My name is Suzanne George. I'm Chief Architect at Cognizant. We are a services company which goes and helps people like you implement various technology solutions. The thing that I wanted to bring to your attention today is how do we take internal web services and expose them to the cloud? The first couple of times we did this for our customers, it was very challenging exercise. And it was fraught with many right and left and wrong turns. And I'd like to prevent all of you from making the same mistakes we did. So this is not going to be a whole lot of fluff slides. I'm going to just call it out right now. We're going to be in the Azure admin portal pretty much most of the time. So if you were here for a bunch of slides, probably this isn't your session. Although I want you to stay because I'd love to teach you about the Azure and how you can successfully deliver internal web services. So just a couple of questions before we get started. Is this particular implementation I'm going to showcase to you is a little bit more complicated than maybe some of them, and maybe less complicated than others, in that we wanted to hook SharePoint Online with our internal web service that was connected to an internal database, behind the firewall, through a whole bunch of stuff. And so I'd just like to get a feeling from the crowd who's heard of SharePoint, can spell SharePoint, knows what it is. Okay, I don't know if I'm yay for you or not yay, but I love SharePoint, been around for a while. But we're really excited about how we can actually expand the reach of SharePoint and those services internally and externally. So let's get started. First thing I want to do is, this journey for us and clients were not necessarily the most easy thing in the world. So I want to make sure that we all set expectation and help our, you as whether you're a partner, a customer, Microsoft employee, whomever you might be, to understand what is really important about beginning and embarking on this journey. And it's all about the user, right? How and what are we going to do, and how are we going to get ROI out of this very expensive transformation? Because when you start this process, it's not a single double click, even though I hope that my slides today will make it a double click. But it's not super easy the first time through. So it is going to take some investment. I'm just going to call it out. It's straightforward, but it is going to take time. So how you're going to take this to upper management, to the CIO, to the CEO, and say, hey, look, we need to invest a certain amount of dollars to this effort because we need to modernize. The reasons for this is, one of the big themes that you're going to see from Microsoft is how do we connect people? And my version of what a conversation is has changed. Right now, in the past, we've always thought a conversation is between two people. But now if we expand what a conversation means, it's a conversation between me and anything else. It could be data, it could be a bot, it could be artificial intelligence, it could be another person, right? So connecting people and being able to implement internal web services and exposing them through the power of Azure is going to be super important for you to bring to those C-suites to help fund your project. The next thing is rapid change. Right now, most companies in the globe are sitting there saying, I've got to transform, I've got to go digital. But you can't take these 10-year-old applications, which I'm going to be walking you through today, and just overnight click, oh, we're now digital, right? We have to be really smart about how we go through the process and how we go through the journey. So many organizations are saying, hey, we've got to do this change, we've got to go digital, we've got to do this stuff, but we have to, from the technology perspective, all of us in this room, it's our charge to make sure that we do it smart, because you're not going to be able to turn that wheel on a dime. You're not going to be able to rewrite 10 years of Silverlight code into a modern architecture in like 2 seconds, right? That's just not going to happen. So how do you smartly start bringing those services out is going to be really important to think about. Lastly, our next lesson, we have support. Support for Silverlight is application that we were transforming here, and it's a challenge, right? Finding the Silverlight people who know how to do it that aren't retired was quite an adventure. So how do we actually bring that, modernize it, and then making sure that the companies know that now we're building on an architecture which is Azure, which is agile, right? I can bring in DevOps now. I can start bringing in these, we're going to do what I call small, measurable, incremental change. We're going to make change, we're going to make it fast, we're going to make it reliable, we're going to put it in front of the users, and the users are going to be delighted with the work that we're doing. So I just wanted to take a little bit of time. I know that's not too it's a little off topic, but I think it's what we need to be able to do to say, hey, look, this application that I'm starting to bring forward to our organizations, it's really important to understand why we're bringing it forward so that we can justify the amount of work, because Azure licenses are not free, so you're going to be justifying those kinds of things. So let's talk about the challenge that I had for this exercise. And we basically had 10 years of development, or maybe more, in older stuff. We're talking old versions of SharePoint, old versions of server services, not even web services. It was classic client-server architecture. Nothing was really modernized at all. We had a lot of transactional data sitting in databases that help manage and do different things, and the files themselves were stored, and there's about 4 terabytes of files in this particular application. So what did we want to do? We really wanted to move it to the architecture and take the point of view of how are we going to do it, because the train left the station, application's been in production, thousands of people across the world are using the application. How do we start doing this without interrupting the users? So we decided to take the back-end approach, and we started pulling all of the back-end out from underneath the server services into web-based services, from SharePoint on-premise behind the firewall to SharePoint in the cloud, and then weaving all that together with the front-end Silverlight. So as we begin and continue our journey, the Silverlight elements are going to start transforming into more web-based and modern architectures. So what was the key to getting this all working? First thing is we had to have a couple of tools. I want to mention them here so that if you haven't seen them before or need to get more information, you can refer to the slides and get that information later. Grok, invaluable. I don't know how many people have used it. Can raise your hand? Yay. Okay. If you haven't used it, please use it. It's going to save your bacon a bunch of times. Make sure that you can get everything pulled through. I'm going to be telling you where in these different places Grok is going to help you. Next is the Chrome SharePoint extension. For those SharePoint people in the crowd, this is really valuable. Helps us really live see what's going on in our SharePoint online right through Chrome. And then finally, Visual Studio 2017 is the platform that we used. Office 365, this is what we need to make this happen. And it's really important to understand that I don't have a PhD. Oops, excuse me. I don't have a PhD in licensing. I don't want the PhD in licensing. But in order to implement all the things that we're going to talk about today, you do need the Azure licenses E5 or ADP2. So to do the gateways and that sort of thing, that's what you're going to need. The next is you'll need to make sure that you're Azure tenant admin. So in your dev tenants, you have this access, but you'll need to double check as you move this through production that you've got the right people on board, or the time takes a long time to get through the process. Office 365, you'll also need SharePoint tenant admin there. There's a super sneaky thing that everyone can't figure out, and I figured it out, and I'm like, whoa, yes! So I'm going to share it with you so you don't have to spend days figuring it out. And then have available some servers for your Azure gateways. Make sure you have some load balancing hardware on the back end, because our particular application didn't have any load balancing, so we injected F5 as our load balancer to make sure that we could scale, because one of the things that we wanted to do was really focus on performance, and that is a big key for users. So I just want to real quick take a kind of deep dive into the Azure gateway, because maybe some of you haven't heard about what this does. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to take your some hardware, you're going to load up your Azure. We're going to go through this in just a minute. And then it's actually going to sit behind the firewall and provide that connection between your on-premise web service and Azure. Then you hook your SharePoint up to Azure, and it will be able to bring that back through to your on-premise servers. So let's just real quick, for those, since not as many people have seen Grok. Where's my mouse? Let's just take a quick look at that. This is how Grok works. It's tunneling. I'm not going to go through a lot of things. You guys can read the slides and research later. But basically, this is how I tunnel from my on-premise web service out to the cloud and have it exposed. These tunnels only last for about 8 hours. It is free to use, or you can get the pay version, which doesn't change your URL quite as often. So this is actually a really great tool for you to use. Other tools that you might want to consider. Let's see, where is my slide? This is the website for Grok, just in case you need it. This is the SP editor. I can't tell you how invaluable this is. We'll be actually looking at this at several points throughout the day. So this does sit inside Chrome, and it gives you 100% view, well, maybe not 100, but very close to 100% view of what is going on inside your SharePoint site or site collection. So it gives you all of those internal things that you'll need to know. And then finally, this is just how it looks like on a real site. So if I move this up, you can see I have all of these things that I'm going to be able to look at, and we're going to be focusing in on the webhooks today because that's how we're going to implement our technology. So real quick, let's just jump. Oh, bear with me. It's not. Give me a second. Where's my? There we go. All right, so here's our architecture diagram. Lots and lots and lots of stuff. So let's take it and decode it just for a little bit. We're going to start way over here on the item number 1 up here in the top left. This is where the user is going to upload a document. This is natural, normal behavior for a user. I want to upload a document. Our implementation is using SharePoint, but you can change this architecture to anything you want. It could be your external website. It could be an Azure website. It could be an application that you have built on your phone. It could be a bot, right? Just think of the user action that we're describing here in SharePoint as anything that needs to make a connection back into your on-premise web service. So I have a user, he's going to upload a document. When the document gets uploaded, SharePoint, we're actually going to trigger a notification into Azure. Azure is going to say, I accept your credentials, I have authenticated you, you are good to go. I'm then going to transfer that request down through the Azure gateways. From the Azure gateways, it'll hit our F5, which is the load balancer, and then move into the web services. The web services will then go do their magic with the database, or maybe they even go back up to the cloud and do whatever they're going to do. So it's really important. I know this is a lot. What I'm going to be referring to and what's really going to help you as you start trying to figure all this out in Azure, because it gets a little complicated, I'm calling inbound the traffic coming in from outside. So from Office 365 up to Azure, we'll call that inbound. So that's inbound traffic. So as you start looking at these web applications or Azure applications that we're going to be building, that'll be inbound, and then outbound will be from the web services back up to Office 365. So the way that it works a little bit technically is down there at the bottom, just a little bit about how it does all of the authentication. We won't talk about that, but there's lots of documentation on this as well. The big thing that we also had to do with this whole entire architecture is really understand how webhooks work inside Office 365, because they work differently if it's a graph webhook versus a SharePoint webhook versus like other kinds of webhooks. So be sure you understand what your webhook does. Many of them time out, like Teams webhooks, which is running off of graph, have a shorter time. SharePoint webhooks, they're going to run about 90 days unless you configure them for shorter. And if somebody doesn't access the site or the site doesn't reactivate that webhook, it disappears on you. So it's really important to have some kind of admin machine that sits there and says, hey, look, let me go make sure everybody has a webhook. Because especially if you're thinking about what we had, which was 4 terabytes of content sitting up in Office 365, not everybody's going to access everything. So we had an administration machine that really talks to making sure everything was configured, everything is up to date, and all of our services are running smoothly. So let's take a little bit of a deep dive, and let's just look at this one little piece. The first piece that we're going to need to configure is setting up that Azure Application Gateway. I've already set it up on my laptop, so I'm going to give you screenshots for how to install. But basically, it's going to be the thing that sits between Azure and your F5 and your web service. It's the thing that's going to make that connection out. It's going to hold the connection to Azure, and then Azure is going to be able to tunnel through that into your web service. So this is the first thing that you're going to go get set up. It does require some IT intervention. If you're going to push it into production, it does do, you can have multiples of them. We have ours set up with multiples behind a firewall. Azure has a way to do pooling, and we'll look at that in just a second. So here's how you install it. It's super easy. There's not a lot to do. The trick here is that you have to go into Azure to trigger it. So it's not going to trigger on mine because I've already installed, but I'm going to show you where it triggers. But basically, you're going to do, up there at the top is where in Azure, in the Azure admin, you're going to click on on-premise application right there. When you click on it, it's going to say you don't have anything configured, right? It's not there. You need to install one. Do you want to download the connector? The reason it's asking you to download the connector is because there is something about your tenant that it has configured that so it knows how to build that tunnel up, okay? So when you download it, you're going to actually click the next button, accept and install. Then you'll log in as the tenant admin. So it's important to log in as the tenant admin. Once the tenant admin completes, you will have a configuration. So let's jump to that real quick. Going to look like this. So once it's all configured, you've gone through the steps, right? I've already done it and I've already configured. You're going to see that I have my gateway configured and it's pointing to my dev laptop. So for the developers in the room, you can create your own dev tenant. You can put the Azure gateway on your laptop. It's going to work just fine. And you can even configure it across a couple of dev laptops if you want to test out the load balancing. So if I were to click on it, I could see that there's a couple of little things that I can update if I wanted to. I can create groups. So when you're running in production, you probably want multiple Azure gateways so that you have load balancing and performance and that sort of thing enabled. This is where you would go in and define the multiple machines. I just have one configured in my default, but for any IT pros that are in the room, you can have multiple sets of these things for multiple sets of different applications or needs or security or whatever it might be. Okay? So we'll jump back. All right, the second thing we want to do is get our web service working. So now that we've got our Azure gateway, we now have a way to get from internal web services out to Azure, and Azure can communicate back. The first thing we're going to need to do is we'll have to set up a proxy. Then we'll set up our reply to URLs, which are very finicky, by the way, so I'll give you what we did. It has been updated since, so we can probably tighten that up just a little bit. Then you're going to update and grant permissions, and I give you this giant list so that you can use it later as you're trying to figure this all out, because these are all the little steps that you have to go through. There's not documentation out there is pretty good, but you have to go through a couple different websites to get all of the steps. Then you'll set up your owners. You'll save your app ID and secret. It does disappear if you don't save it, so be sure to save that. And then update your information on the SharePoint admin screen. So let's go through this real quick and see how that looks. All right, here is mine that's all set up. Basically, what I want to do is go through a couple of things with you just so that you are really aware of some gotchas and configuration changes that you might want to do to implement this in your environment. First things first is when I set this proxy up the very first time, I had a choice between native and web. And come to find out, that's really important to choose between the two. Native is going to allow me to use my app ID and secret to authenticate back into the web, or actually Office 365. To say, hey, I can do Teams, I can do Graph, I can do all these different things. When you use a web app API, it's really focused on getting to your web service, and some of those functionalities are not available. So when you're picking, do you want native or do you want web, read carefully the requirements, because we picked the wrong one, had a whole bunch of frustration, and then we went back and picked the web and everything worked much better. So choose wisely, depending on what you need. Read the documentation very carefully. If I can put a circle around that, I would. Here are the different elements inside the Azure. What you'll do is this app ID URL, it caused us a little bit of confusion because we weren't sure and we started messing with it. My recommendation is leave it at the defaults. We tried playing around with it because we said, oh, we're going to want to do this, or oh, maybe we don't want that. And it was much better if we just left that one alone. The next one is, once you start getting a lot of Azure applications or enterprise applications out there, it is a challenge sometimes to find which ones are yours. So my suggestion would be that you put a logo or some sort of visual element, and I'll show you what it looks like when you have a whole bunch. But if they're all just with the little square box, it gets hard to figure out which one is which. So my suggestion is find a logo, whichever logo you want to choose. Go ahead and put it in there, and that way it will be easy to find and easy to spot. So if it's dev, maybe put a big D or something like that, make it easy for the IT admins to take a look. A homepage URL, leave that one as the default. These logout URLs and things, if you're going to be doing authentication, you want Azure AD to come down and authenticate into your web service. In our case, we didn't because the way the webhook communicates with the backend web service. But if you need to do that, you're going to need to fill out the logout URL. This is where if a user is actually actively interacting with this web service URL, it's going to need to present to them a box that says, hey, log in, what do I do when I log out of your application? Where do I go to make sure I clean house? So those are important considerations. We didn't need them because the person that was calling was always SharePoint, and so it was never a human being. But be sure to look at those things if it's a human being. You can also put in privacy statement URLs. We played around with that. Little nice pop-up pops up and says, hey, you know, you're accessing content that may be PII information or whatever policy information that you need to be able to put if you're having a user interact with your web service. That's actually there, and it actually works pretty nice. So other things to look at is the reply URLs. These were a little interesting to find. So as you start building out your configurations, the reply URLs are going to be login windows, your SharePoint farm, because we have to know SharePoint is going to be authenticated. So anything that's going to be authenticating, including your web service, will need to be in this list. Okay, so it's really important to get this list right. Otherwise, you're going to be chasing your tail trying to figure out why is it not working, and you come to find out that it can't log in, and this is the place to go. So remember, if you're having login problems and your app isn't being able to log in or your web service isn't able to log in, check here first. Required permissions, this is another important one. You're going to have some struggles around this with your admins in production, and I will tell you why. If you're trying to update something like we were, which was we want to manage and maintain webhooks across all of our content, I had to do the read, write all items in all site collections. There's not really an easy way to trim that down. So understand this. This happens to change often as they're adding more functionality and more rules, so you're always going to need to come back and check because sometimes you have too much permission. But this is a big one, so talk to your IT people first if this is something you're going to do to get through their policies and process to really understand what that means, or what that means to them and get them to approve it. Other ones was we did require this sign-in URL here. This one was required for us to be able to execute. And then the graph API, we also needed to use access. So those are the things that you're going to want to really focus on as you move through the connecting your web service up to the cloud. So this is what I call the outbound. So this is from web service to Office 365. We have to get our application to authenticate correctly. This is how you'll do it. So no matter if you're doing any of the rest, if you're going to say, I have a web service that wants to connect to Office 365, this is the process you're going to go through, no matter what it is. Right? So this can be something that is also separate from everything else. If your web service updates databases or stuff, it's totally fine. Next, we need to update our configuration. So remember I told you there was this super sneaky thing that you have to do to make sure that you can actually authenticate into Office 365, because even though I granted everything access to Office 365 SharePoint, it doesn't allow me to get there from here. So let me show you what you do there. Whoops. Oh, it looks like my window timed out. There we are, SharePoint Admin Center. And where is my screen? Here it is. So this is, for old school SharePoint people who know this appinv.aspx, it is super sneaky, and it does sit on your old classic tenant admin URL. Okay, I don't get it to work on the new one, so hopefully they keep the classic URL up for a while. This particular way is how you grant your app ID authentication into SharePoint. From Graph, no problem. You can use the app ID configuration through Azure, but SharePoint still has some old school stuff going on. So this is the super sneaky thing to get your app to connect. So how do you get your code to connect to SharePoint Online? This is it. I put it in here for you to refer to later. This is how you do it using the modern auth with the app ID and secret. And then your XML is how you would put the code in to make sure that your app ID and secret were there. It's important to know that a lot of IT are starting to ask you to use certs to also add on top of your app IDs. This particular code didn't do that, but there is methodology for you to use certs instead of the secret, so you don't have to transmit your secret anywhere. Okay, so now let's talk about the inbound connections from Azure to the web services. Key steps that you're going to do here is you're going to create your app proxy. So we already have an app proxy. This is Microsoft double using the names again, right? So you have the app proxy for the outbound connections. Now we're building the app proxy for the inbound connection. And you're going to choose the native or the web. In this case, we're going to choose native. Update your reply to URLs, grant permissions. That's a key one to do. And then you create your app ID and secret for coming inbound. So let's see what that looks like. So here is the configured one that I have done. So you can see that I have an inbound application proxy. I have put up there at the top for those devs, you can use your Grok URL. If you turn on Grok, you can use that URL. You have an externally generated URL for you that you will use to access this particular service all the way back through the plumbing into your web service. Then you're going to choose what authentication. Now, because SharePoint is the one, in our case, making the call all the way back to our web service saying that a file got uploaded, we chose pass-through. But other options there are you can choose to have it actually authenticate the user through the Azure Active Directory. So in our case, we didn't need to use that, but in your case, you may need to use that Azure authentication, so make sure that you choose that one wisely. The group, which is the connector group, remember the connector that we set up way at the beginning that's defining how do I make that Azure connection, that's there, you can choose, and then they have some options for different additional settings that you can choose. We chose defaults, and we didn't need to do too much customization there, but there may be some ways that you have to do, for example, cookies. We played around with cookies, getting cookies to authenticate and do different things for authentication. So take those, read the documentation, it's pretty good for that. What happens, what I want to show you is what happens when it doesn't work. Because most of the time we find that it doesn't work, and then some of the time we find that it does, and there's not a whole lot of differentiation between does it work or does it not work. So I want to show you a couple things of when it didn't work. This one says, hey, I can't get to your web app, web service. Notice up here at the top, I can't read it, so I can't tell you. It is a crazy long URL. That's the URL that came out of Azure that was dynamically generated. And gateway timeout says, hey, look, your Azure gateways are not configured. So if you get this message, where you're going to go is to your Azure gateways, make sure that they're connected up, make sure your groups are configured, make sure everything is good there, make sure your authentication is working. Otherwise, you'll get this message. So take note of that. Another message that you might get is this one. Hey, I can't get. And some people may use Postman or whatever to try to understand what does this mean. This just means that I have successfully communicated to my web service, and my web service doesn't have all of the information it needs to reply and respond to a webhook. So in our case, this particular error was a just fine error because we didn't give it all the information that it needed, because a webhook is a post and not a get. The last error I want to show is this one, bad gateway. And you're thinking, oh, well, did you just show that one? But this one is a little different. This says that my web service is not able to be found from the Azure gateway. So for whatever reason, my Azure gateway cannot talk to my web service, and we were getting these messages. So I point these out because a lot of them are a little ambiguous. We weren't really sure what was happening, and I want you to avoid those landmines, and you know right where to go focus when you get some of these errors. The last section is how you're going to link Azure with the webhook, right? You're going to actually take that final step and move everything together, and then you're going to debug. So we used ngrok to debug to help make sure that our web service was doing what we needed it to do, but I'd like to show you it actually working. If the demo friends are going to be friendly with me. So this is actually a SharePoint website up here, and we have all of our lists, and if I were to upload a file, our web service would be activated. And you can see, using the SharePoint tool in Chrome, that I have my webhook here. I'm going to go ahead and click Add. It says, hey, it added it successfully. So if I were to refresh the page, maybe it'll refresh. I was having internet problems earlier, so that's why I had everything pre-staged, because if I didn't know what was going to happen. Well, we'll have to pretend like my page refreshed in a timely manner. But it will actually show you down here your webhook there, and you can delete it if you need to. So you can add, redo, re-add, and redo. So here is the final architecture one last time. I do want to spend a few minutes talking about the maintenance tools, the tasks that we have to do, which are this admin 01 box way down here at the bottom. And what are some of the things that you're going to need to do to ensure that the plumbing is going to make it all the way around that loop? First things first, like I said earlier, you're going to have to manage your site creation if you're going to do this from SharePoint Online. So your site creation has to have the webhook connector and the webhook configured when you very first open it up. That can be configured from P&P. So how many people know P&P? P&P, anyone? Yay, P&P. You can also use site scripts to configure your P&P, or excuse me, configure your sites. So all of your sites have to have it configured. You'll have a 90-day clock. Then you'll have to create something else, some sort of nightly job that goes in and says, hey, I'm going to go refresh these and refresh these and refresh these to make sure that the webhook is always active. Again, if you're doing webhooks on Teams, the timing is much shorter. It's not quite as long. Second things that you're going to need to do is when you're developing webhooks, either for Teams or for SharePoint, it doesn't matter which one, you're wanting to make sure that you use a client state so that you are double, triple protected, especially because webhooks are coming and authenticating from Office 365. It's not the user authenticating back. So we had to put the pass-through in, if you recall. I didn't have the security there because I always know that it's SharePoint coming, but I want SharePoint to provide me an extra set of information before I'll even accept it. So it's important to know the client state so that you have everybody in sync, and if something changes, then you know that that's not a valid connection. Other things to do are SSO. So one of the things that's a little frustrating for users is when someone logs in and then they try to go to a different app, you get the pop-up box that says, hey, I need to authenticate you for all these things, right? Be thoughtful about how many times you have to do that. If you can implement SSO on your backend and your IT infrastructure, it's going to make them much happier where they don't have to do quite as many checkboxes and additional authentication. So SSO really helped our users not have to do a lot of extra work. And then the biggest thing that was probably our biggest time sink and time drain was security. A lot of times security doesn't understand this process. But if you can break it down into chunks, like I was just showing you, you have the inbound connection, and that's what this is doing, right? You have the outbound connection, what this is doing. And the key takeaways there are they really care about the inbound, right? Because you're coming behind the firewall. You're in their cheese. You're in their house, right? So make sure that they understand that there's only one little piece that you're configuring that's coming in. So let's make sure that one is nice and secure. Everything else is, hey, we've been doing this for 10 years. We're not doing anything special. The connections from your web services out to Office 365, whether they be Teams, whether it be SharePoint, whether it be Yammer, Planner, whatever it might be, or something else in Azure, or who knows what, right? Those connections you do want to check and make sure that everything is good. Go through security, make sure that you follow whatever security best practice. But again, this should be no different than any other app. Right? The big concern is you're like, oh no, you're bringing up Azure gateways, you're coming in my firewall, you're getting all this stuff. So really take a moment to look at the security teams and get them involved and get them engaged early, because this took us like 2 or 3 months to get through our security teams. So it's super important to understand that. Lastly, I do want to take you through real quick, if I can, just a teeny little bit of the code. So let's see if I can pop up Visual Studio here. This happens to be the code for SharePoint Webhook. You can get most of this off of the MSDN, so you can just copy, paste, copy, paste. You have to kind of build it yourself, but it's not too bad based upon the documentation that's there. Where you're going to put your breakpoints to check on webhooks are right here. We have implemented this code in 2 places. First in SharePoint and second in Teams. So believe it or not, we have this code in 2 different workloads within Office 365. So it is pretty portable. Now the actual implementation of the webhook is different depending on the workload that you're working with. But for the most part, it's actually, the structure of the code is similar. So here is the webhook information, and again, there's an MSDN article on most of this already. The next thing I want to show you is our process webhook changes. Down here, this is where we're actually going in, making connections to Office 365. We're updating those SharePoint lists based upon database data and information inside the database. So this particular set of code is actually going in, making a context call using the PNP C# libraries, finding the library, understanding what things changed, and then taking each individual file that was updated and applying appropriate metadata. So that the user, remember at the very first slide, the user needs to have a nice, easy, delightful experience, right? They don't want to have to go type in metadata. They don't want to have to do a lot of extra work. So this piece of code is helping them by automation and intelligence determine what that metadata should be. So whether it's in this particular circle or maybe you just do this as a one-off, it's really helpful for them to understand, hey, I don't have to go work a lot. I just need to upload files. Right? And they're going to be a lot more happy with the platform. The last thing I want to do is say, hey, do you have any questions? I know it was a lot. I went through the tenant admin a lot. I was hoping to do it a little bit more live, but my Wi-Fi was a little challenging. But any questions? I am here to answer questions. Okay, there has to be at least one, so I'm going to bring out my old-timey Chuck Norris SharePoint jokes, and you really don't want to hear those. We did and we didn't. This was first started about a year ago, and this is what was available at that time. And there were some things in the API management that weren't quite mature enough for us yet, but it would definitely be something you would look at now. I'm not sure how it would equate, but any other questions? Are you all going to go spin it up and give it a try? You have all the check sheets of what you need to do. There has to be one question. One more question. Has to be a question. No questions. You guys are tough. Alrighty. Well, if no questions, you guys can ask me offline. You can find me on Twitter. My Twitter is a little bit I don't use it very often unless people are asking me questions. So please do find me there, and I'll be happy to answer questions. Or if you get stuck or whatever, just let me know. I'll be happy to help you through. Thank you.